Kish. They are coached by Andrew Potter. The assistant coaches are Julie Brookhouse and Jackie O'Neill. They are your Southern Sabres. Thank you very much for coming down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Go crazy, go wild.
Looking for a better way to get up out of this, but getting on the internet and checking a new hit again. First shot, start walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of conscious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's, but again, none of y'all can't copy it. Bad, moonwalk, this nigga is a party. A posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all like fall music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on that stage light, going to shine on down. Got that blind rocker suit game, you blink with my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, I'm my INDEPENDENT, the hustler. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the purple that crush it. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. Give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us.
Hello and welcome to the Dandenong Basketball Stadium for this NBL1 doubleheader between the Dandenong Rangers and the Southern Sabres. And I'm joined by a very special guest, Kiara Phillips. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And it seems appropriate that you're calling this game because I'm very familiar with that on the floor.
Absolutely. My twin sister, Tanea, she's playing for Sandringham this evening, so it'll be a great game to commentate, I think.
It'd be interesting. Hopefully there's a little bit of banter from the sidelines. She's having a good season as well, 14 points per game. Got to be happy with that so far. The team, though, the Sabres, struggling a little bit, 2-10 at the moment. The Dandenong Rangers, well, they sit 9-4. And they're on top of a big pack that's just below the top three. But they're, of course, without Bet Cole tonight, who's on 3x3 duties, 3-on-3 duties, and that's a big loss for the Dandenong Rangers.
Yeah, it is. And a couple of weeks ago, I was commentating, and it was just so evident Dandenong do need Pet Cole. It is, she's the missing piece, I think, to the Rangers. But it's good to see these young girls step up. So we'll be interested to see how they go tonight.
Yeah, big opportunities for everyone out there on the floor. Of course, Beck Cole only managed to play the 6 games so far this season, but is averaging 32.5 points per game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and over 2 steals. So I tell you what, if she'd played a few more games, she'd probably be the MVP favourite.
Yep,
but
pretty impressive, I think.
But less than half the games, she probably, I'm not sure if she would be able to quite get over the line for the MVP.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I know Dandenong miss her greatly. So
I'm going to throw to you here because your sister's playing for the Sabres.
yeah.
You used to play for Dandenong.
Yes, I sure did.
I'm going to get you to tip this game, and I'm interested to see who you go with because it would be understandable if you went with either team.
Yeah, so I knew you were going to ask me this question. I was just waiting for
I thought it would be without notice, but apparently not.
So as a junior, I mean, I love my Rangers. It'll always be home. But tonight, I think I'm going to go with Sandringham, I think. I think they need a win.
They do definitely need a win.
They're struggling this season with to get a W, so I know that they have a few Rangers players, former Rangers players on their squad, and I think it'll be a great game tonight, so I think Sandringham will pull it out, but it'll be a close game, I think.
Shootout gives you some away. We've got prizes to give away also, family day. Plenty of stuff happening here today. Plus, and don't forget our under 12 game between the Dandenong Rangers and the Southern Sabres. As we welcome our players onto court, here are your starting 5 for the Southern Sabres. Number 5, Amelia Todhunter. Number 8, Amy O'Neill. Number 12, Rachel Jarry. Number 14, Cassandra Hill. And number 21, Ella Page.
Which is a fair whack up there. But of course, leading the Sabres, Rachel Jarry. Just the top player.
Yep, definitely. I've seen it countless years, put up a number of points, and I played with their sister in junior years, so they're both phenomenal basketball players. And Jarry, I'm excited to see what she can do tonight.
She's averaging 20.3 points per game on the year, 9 rebounds as well.
Bit of confusion there, I think.
And we are underway, and it is the Sabres who control the ball. The music's still pumping here at Dandenong Basketball Stadium. No surprise that they will go to Rachel Jarry early.
Back screen here.
There she is at the high post. Jarry, hard take to the left, but great defense. And that's going to be a mid-court foul. And Jarry hit the ground pretty hard, but she's up. And good defensive set early for Dandenong.
Yep, I love Rosie's presence in the paint as well. She's a great defender, so we'll see how Rosie goes up against Jarry tonight. That was a great defensive play, though.
And how are you pronouncing that last name, by the way?
Who, for Rosie?
Yes.
Fashlovic.
Fashlovic.
Yeah,
I like
something like that.
I'm
For
gonna-
years, I've tried to guess her last name, even though I played with her.
I'm going to roll with that as we
Yeah.
see Clean Planeta with an early 2, and that was a little bit too easy for the Dandenong Rangers. So they draw first blood, and this music's still blasting here at
Yeah.
Dandenong. Nice little 2-player action there on the wing, but good defense again from Dandenong into a bit of a 3-2 zone, it looks like here. Jarry forced one up. Offensive rebound came the way of Amelia Todhunter. Great player, of course.
Oops.
And now the Rangers come away. That's a bullet pass, Tom Brady style. Planeta got triple teamed immediately, you're right.
Oh.
And that did everything but drop from Amy Clydesdale, who followed up that massive pass but couldn't nail the throw.
Good find. Oh.
Good spacing, you're right. Sabres with the rebound, and there's a lid on the basket early. And this zone just causing them a little bit of trouble. It looks like a 3-2 from Dandenong.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Pull-up jumper is sweet from Amy Clydesdale. So let's see them roll into this defense now. Now looks like they're back to playing a player each. Jerry isolated on the wing. Back screen's going to come from her. Still. Badish couldn't finish. It was good play from Amelia Todd Hunter.
Yep.
Planeta will be the focus in the paint. There's the three. And it's strong. And a bit of a slow pace to this game early. Neither team really yet to hit their mark. Let's see what the Sabres can do now. Can they get on the board? Pass was forced. Good hands. And it will stay with the Sabres. So this chopping and changing defense got to be hard as a player to try and adjust to that on the fly.
Oh, absolutely. Even just playing, you've got to recognise what they're in. And there's certain plays, zone defense, excuse me, or a man-to-man. So they need to be aware of their defense.
Jerry, stop, pop, and nothing will go. As you said, though, great rebound. Blocked by Planeta. Jerry gets it back again, and it's going to be a blocking foul. Close to a charge. Thoughts there?
Yeah. Just a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Thought Power did a good job to get in front. Maybe a touch late and maybe a foot inside the charge circle, although I'm not sure if that is even a thing that's used anymore. Here's Jerry. Probably got fouled there as well, off to Badish, and finally the Southern Sabres after 3 minutes on the board. But, real post focus. That's an ugly jumper. It's going to go the way of the Sabres. Jerry running the lanes, but good hands from Fashlovic.
Tough pass there.
Now that I know how to say it, I'm not going to stop saying it. Goes away from the pick. Probably could have gone up there on the reverse layup. Decide to go for the pass, turned it over. And it will be Sabres ball. So some token up-court pressure here from the Dandenong Rangers. They've looked in control but have failed to capitalise on the scoreboard so far. Badish looking to get it in the low block, but Planeta a great defender. Excellent play from Amy O'Neill, and she's on the board for 2, and we've got a tied ball game. Planeta the focus. So great in the low block, couldn't get that one to go. Maybe a bit of contact. Jerry really fired. Timeout because it's a 7-0 run to the Southern Sabres. And how have you seen the first 4.25 minutes of play?
Started a bit slow, but kudos to Dandenong for getting the quick score early. But I think Sandringham have just come out.
They've switched back on and they're able now to run and get some broken play, and it means that the Rangers cannot set up their defense back the other way. What are you saying now if you are the coach of Dandenong?
Just wake up.
I like it. Hey,
that.
simple,
Yeah.
simple.
Wake up.
Straight to the point. I like it.
We've got a good side, so just wake up and shots will fall and play some defense. Pretty simple.
Straight to the point.
Yep.
They can't be confused if that's a message, I'll tell you that much. So let's see how Dandenong will respond after Coach John White took the timeout. They trailed by 3, and it will be Rangers ball. Crowd slowly starting to build. And now some up-court pressure as well from the Sabres. Token, we call that, because it's, I'm going to defend it and then run away.
Yeah.
Fashlovic at the top, now Planeta. Action off the ball.
Nope.
three, got some space and buried it.
Nice.
Great shot, Amy Clydesdale. And just like that, the game is tied, and the coach got to love to see that out of a timeout. They run the play to perfection.
Nice finish.
But the defense just lacking a little bit now for Dandenong. That was Samara Hill with 2. Planeta, that's a tough shot,
Nice.
but as easy as you like. And of course, spent some time in the Big V competition playing for Broadmeadows, I believe. Was a great player there. Hard take to the left. Great
Good
take.
finish.
And that was Amy O'Neill, who's just slicing and dicing. Probably the smallest player out there on the court, but is doing a fantastic job. Hume City, by the way, Broadmeadows.
Yeah.
Same. We all knew what I meant. Great backdoor cut and pass,
pass.
but couldn't get the shot to go. Great connection there from Fashlovic and Planeta. Won a championship or 2 down at Hume City as well, I believe.
Good for her. Love a good championship.
I'd love to say that I know what that feels like at this level, but I don't.
Oh.
As we see Isabel Anstey step onto the floor. First free throw is good from Planeta. And second is good as well.
Tied game at the moment.
It'll be interesting to see how the remainder of this first quarter plays out.
Yeah.
Dandenong with the early momentum. The Sabres, though, have bounced back. Dandenong out of that timeout have responded well, though. Here's Hill. Nice take.
Good
and
take.
bailed out by the foul there on the hip from Rosie Fashlovic, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Tough defensive play there because you think you're playing good defense and then maybe the hip comes out or the hands
Yeah.
drop a little bit.
Always as a player, you think, oh, I didn't foul there, but at one of these refs at different angles will call something, so it is hard. It is very hard.
And misses both. So still a tied ball game. 4 minutes remaining. Here's Anstey at the top. Ball kicks across. They're looking for Planeta down low against Jerry. What a matchup that's going to be all night long. Clydesdale, Anstey.
Oh, there's a mismatch.
They finally get it to the wing. It does go to Planeta. Geez, that's a tough shot, but it's nothing but net. How good from Colleen Planeta. So a 2-point lead to the Dandenong Rangers. And great defense on that occasion from Hanafen. Clydesdale back the other way. He's going to take. Brilliant
Good
take. Just a little hesitation and then went hard on the left, and Samara Hill couldn't answer. And now we have a timeout back the other way to the Southern Sabres. And you've got to love that if you're Coach John White. You have the timeout, you chat to your players, and they bounce back in a very impressive fashion.
Just regrouping, I think that's the purpose of a timeout, at least, to regroup, and especially if you're down or you know you're capable of doing more in the game. So kudos to Dandenong for doing that. I think now Sandringham have taken that timeout, so hopefully they can regroup and make this a close game.
Amy Clydesdale leading the way for the Rangers with 7 points. Sorry, Colleen Planeta's got 8 leading the way, but Clydesdale's also chipped in with 7. They're the only 2 players to score at the moment for the Dandenong Rangers, combining for that 15. Whereas for the Sabres, O'Neill has 4, Todd Hunter with that 3 ball on the wing, Badish 2, and Rachel Jarry yet to score but has 3 rebounds and an assist. So putting in plenty of hard work
Absolutely.
down low. And in the half-court set, she actually hasn't seen a whole lot of the ball.
No, she hasn't. I think it's more so the guards that are looking to shoot the ball and find an open player. So hopefully Jarry gets a couple of points in this quarter, given that there's 3 more quarters to go. But yeah, we'll see if Jarry can get the ball in her hands as well.
Always tough for a player who can score the ball at will to go maybe a goose egg in the first quarter. But hopefully she doesn't. As we said, there's still plenty of time, just over 3 minutes. Tonight, Phillips into the game as well.
Oh, tough pass there. Second turnover for Mills.
Here's Clydesdale and Anstey at the top of the key. where her dad did plenty of work in the NBL. Ball down low, plenty, but great defense from Phillips. And a little bit of applause from the twin sister. Maybe a little bit of barracking.
I keep forgetting I'm commentating today.
It was great defense, though, especially against a player who's got 8 points. Good denial. It's all right. We'll allow a little bit of barracking.
I try to contain myself today, so.
Oh, nice up fake. Jerry, can she get on the board?
Oh.
It was a gimme little elbow jumper, and there was probably a foul there on the
just
elbow.
a little bit, yep.
But the veteran players tend to get away with those a little bit against the younger players out here. Great take. Anstey with a huge rebound. Wow. But solid defense from Jerry and Todd Hunter. And the Sabres come back the other way.
Oops.
Somehow managed to control the ball. 3 from O'Neill is short. And
good
Phillips.
Rebound, T.
Great rebound and the finish. And a lefty, which I'm a huge fan of, as one myself. So on the board with her first shot, as we see Fashlovic.
Good shot.
Hand down, and she goes bang from deep. No hesitation. And we've got a 5-point ball game. The home team, the Rangers, they lead at the moment. Inside 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Phillips thought about launching the 3. Jerry attacked hard. Extra pass. Nice up fake. Got to shoot it. Shot clock winding down. No good. Jerry was contesting the rebound, but Clydesdale got the tip. And we've got a foul off the ball, potentially, or on the ball. One of the two.
I think it was off the ball, yeah. Rosie cut through to the paint and Jerry just hit her with a little bit of a nudge.
So subs on the floor. Amanda Hobber in for the Southern Sabres, who are sporting probably the smallest backcourt in the entire NBL1 at the moment. Here's Isabel Anstey. Good pass. Fashlovic nailed her last 3. Great defense. Fantastic work from Rachel Jarry, and she sprints back down the other way, running the lanes hard. Phillips is open in the corner.
Find.
It's a long 2, and it's off back iron. Great rebound, Rachel Jarry.
Yeah.
An aggressive throw to the referee.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just happy she got the ball, I think. And the ref just going over to there now. She's telling her, just tone it back just a little bit. And Coach Andrew Potter recognising that maybe she needs a break. The Rangers looking like they're going into a 2-3 zone, maybe.
Ooh.
Good defense off the inbound. And there was a foul on the breakaway. O'Neill tried to get the steal. Gilliam is foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Ranger ball.
Refs have been pretty happy to let them play so far in this game.
Yeah, it looks like it, which I don't mind at all. I don't like a game that's every few seconds is a blow whistle, so...
Great job.
Take aim. Oh.
Couldn't get it to go. She wanted the foul. Probably could have just snuck the steal, but was busy chatting to the referee.
Whoops.
So what can the Sabres do? And into this zone now for Dandenong. Just defending space at the moment. Here's Phillips. Will go to work. Hesitates this way, that way. They've got to get a shot up. They eventually do. It was a tough one.
Oh.
And the tip, although Fashlovic probably could have came down with it.
Yeah, she could.
Phillips from the corner.
Oh.
Not quite. And a strong rebound from Gilliam. Expect them to hold for the final shot here. Who do you want the ball in the hands of?
I'd like to see it in Amy's hands, to be honest.
She has been playing very well out here, Amy Clydesdale, and she's got it now. Gives it up. They've only got 5 seconds. Time winding down. Gilliam with the left-hand runner, no good. Phillips comes down with the launches from half court. It's going to go close, but not quite. And that is 1 quarter in the books here at the Dandenong Basketball Stadium. And it is the hometown Rangers. They lead 18-13. And Kiara Phillips, how have you seen the first quarter of action?
Yeah, I've been actually pretty impressed. There's been some good spurts and bad spurts from each team, but I think taking those timeouts, hopefully, I would like to see Sandringham do a little better, but both teams are doing quite well, so I'm looking forward to the second quarter.
Should be an interesting battle. It has been so far. In terms of the statistics, well, Colleen Planeta, as we mentioned, leads the way. 8 points, 7 for Amy Clydesdale, and 3 points to Fashlovich. They are the only 3 scorers at the moment for the Dandenong Rangers. Over on the other side of the ball game for the Sabres, well, they've been sharing it around. O'Neill 4, Todd Hunter 3, Baddish 2, Hill 2, Phillips 2. Rachel Jerry yet to score but has 4 rebounds and an assist. 0 of 6 at the moment from the field. I'm going to give you a chance to change your tip if you want to change it. I'll give you a quarter.
No.
You've seen the quarter of the action. You happy with how they're playing?
Yeah, I mean, they could turn it up a little bit more, but I'm still going to stick with my Sabres tonight. Unbiased as
Maybe
possible.
a touch.
Yeah, just,
Maybe a little bit. Maybe. We don't blame you, though. And there's plenty going on here as well, because there's a Sabres juniors team and a Rangers junior team, and throughout every stoppage they're going to be playing games at the moment. It's a free throw contest. I think they're going to play a game at halftime as well. So we are almost about to restart here in Dandenong. And let's see who can take the ascendancy. Can the Rangers push on from this point, or will the Sabres bounce back? It will be the Rangers to start with the ball. Planeta back on the floor. Clydesdale still out there. She has played all 10 minutes so far. Fashlovich also out there has played all 10 minutes. And the classic, everybody needs to tuck in their jerseys. Not a fan?
I mean, in college we had to, so I got used to it, but I remember as a junior, I absolutely hated it. It always came out anyway, so...
I used to do the classic, yeah, sure, I'll tuck it in. As soon as play starts, untuck half of it and you're right to go.
Yep, or one side tucked in, you know, whatever worked.
Clydesdale with the step back, did everything but drop. Planeta.
Oh, come on.
And no boxing out on that occasion. Sherry Glennie missed it, and it was good from Planeta. Now they're into a bit of a half-court trap here. They fall back to the 2-3, so let's see how the Sabres deal with the zone. Phillips at the top. Extra pass to Hobber. Back to Phillips. Need to spread it. Pull-up jumper.
Good shot,
Is
T.
wet. And Phillips has 4, and she's been good off the bench. Is there a reason why they don't start her?
Early on, she did have an injury in our pre-season, but she's 100% now. So I think there's been some changes within the team. You know, Mills being out with her broken finger, I believe, and a few more adds to the team with Amy O'Neill from college. And so, I mean, it's every game is different. She'll start a game, she won't start. So, you know.
And it's not as though she won't get her minutes out there on the floor, having a great season, as Clydesdale wanted the foul, pleading with the referee but couldn't get it. So the Sabres will come back the other way. Here is Amy O'Neill, been very good so far in this game.
Yeah, it's great to see her back from college as well. She had a great college career with Samara Hill. I think they went to the same school. If not, correct me wrong. I think it's one or the other. So it's good to see both of them back and playing in the orange and blue.
Ball long now down to Planeta, and Dandenong happy just to reset. Down to just 12 on the shot clock now. Good take, Gilliam. Great finish as well. Help defense is a little bit slow, and the Rangers lead now by 7. Half-court trap, here it is.
Get it over.
Sabres eventually get past it. Nice give and go.
Whoops.
Great job from
rebound.
O'Neill. As we've mentioned, probably the smallest player out there, but it was a massive rebound. Loose ball again, and she'll get on another one. Energizer Bunny out there is absolutely everywhere at the moment. Phillips has 4.
Good
and
shot.
now has 7, nothing but net. Putting on a show out here. We mentioned a little bit of a boogie from Kiara here on the sidelines. She had 26 points against the Rangers when they met earlier this season, and she's got 7 here off the bench. Rangers still lead by 4. Planeta, just so good in the low block, was fouled. And Glennie just having a little bit of a tough time staying in front of her at the moment.
Yep.
Of course, Planeta averaging close to 18 points and just a tick over 9 rebounds per game. So impressive numbers from her so far this season.
Substitution both sides in for the Sabres. Number 5.
Phillips coming off. Tell you what, if I just
Number 22, Ash McBean. Number 23.
nailed the 3, I'd be pleading for my coach to stay out there, but
Interesting.
resting her for a later date in this quarter. Planeta nails the first. Just automatic from the free throw line, Colleen Planeta. And now into this zone again, the Dandenong Rangers. Sabres need shooters out there. Who's going to step up? Jerry back out of there on the floor, yet to score.
Nice.
Wide open 3, and
Yes,
buried
Jerry.
it. On cue,
Great job.
Rachel Jerry.
3 points, number 12. Rachel.
Something like that's got to get her going.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's a veteran player. She knows she's got to step up. So it's not rocket science for her. Oops.
She's everywhere on the boards tonight. Couldn't gather that one. It's a good job from the Rangers. And they come back the other way. Handoff now. Clydesdale doing a bulk of the work. That was not quite.
Rebound.
And here come the Southern Sabres. Been in the key a long time. They did get it into her.
Nice.
She did a great job, Glennie, in getting to a spot on the floor. Teammates found her, and now it's back to a 1-point ball game. Keep your eye on John White. He might call a timeout
Yeah.
here for the Rangers. It's been a good run for the Sabres. Clydesdale, Planeta, been the go-to player so far for the Rangers. Nice step through, had it on the left, wanted to go back to the right.
2 points,
She took some convincing to shoot it with the left, but got it up and
Yeah.
finished. 2-3 zone again. Here's Todd Hunter. Nice up fake. Running floater. That was
Oops.
always short. Todd Hunter somehow got the rebound. Corner shot, no
Ah.
good. So 3 misses from the Sabres. And away comes Poa. Extra pass, Planeta can shoot that ball. She
Oops.
thought that was in. She was off running back the other direction. But it was strong off back iron. Back iron, always a good miss though. If you have to have a good miss,
Yeah,
back rim's all right.
that's fine. Just not an air ball.
Jerry
Good finish.
Tay got hit in the head, and she'll go to the line to look to cap off a 3-point play. She's got 5 points already this quarter.
number 22. For the Rangers, Ash McBean.
And we're going to see some substitutions on the floor for both teams.
Substitution.
So Clydesdale will get her first rest.
Sophie Van Vliet, number 21. Ella Dish. For the Rangers, number 4, Ruzi Fajlovic.
And Fashlovic comes back in.
Rachel Jarry, 1 shot.
So to tie the ball game, Rachel Jarry to the line.
Nice.
And you can just see these quality and star players automatic from the free throw line.
Absolutely. It's just second nature to a person like that, veteran player.
So now the Sabres into a zone. Game of zones out here at the moment.
Oops.
And that was a charge.
Yeah.
Poa gets called for the fend off. Thought the first contact maybe was from the Sabres, but Poa says fair enough and walks back on defense.
Stuck that arm out a little bit.
Yeah, the extension always gets them.
Yep.
Halfway through the second quarter, and it is a tied ball game here. Both teams
Ah.
settling into a zone. Loose pass. Eventually, the Sabres get it back. Can they take advantage of the broken play? Jerry's been wide open for a long time. Big block from Planeta, but got her on the body. And that is where the foul will be. She's amazed by it. If we could capture that, the look on her face just then, it would make a perfect
Yep.
gif. It'll
Not
be
very impressed with that one.
2 free throws to Amanda Hobber. And
Good
she
roll.
nails the first. Thoughts on John White's decision to let his team play it out here, not call a timeout, just a couple of substitutions?
I think I would do the same, honestly. I think their team is very well coached, I think, at this point. So they know what they need to do, but if it gets to that point where it's maybe a push out in the lead, a blowout in the lead, he'll make a necessary timeout, but I think they're okay.
And Clydesdale already ready to check back in. I think she got about 30 seconds break, and
Yeah.
she's already back out there, or about to be.
Yep.
Shot clock winding down. Tough running shot from Gilliam. Planeta up, under, spin, turnaround. Eventually got it off, and
Ooh.
again another miss. It almost went in Gilliam. It was an acrobatic shot, but she couldn't
A
quite get it
lefty,
to go.
that one as well.
Gotta love the lefties
Yep.
out here. Maybe a bit of a lefty bias in this commentary booth. Nice play against the zone here from the Sabres. Todd Hunter, tough left-hand shot.
Yeah.
Good luck rebounding over Planeta, but she did a great job and the ball was loose. Fashlovic gets it, and they just take a second and now can go with 3:45 left on the game clock here in the second quarter.
Back in their zone again.
See what the Rangers can do. Now into single digits. Corner. Fashlovic has already nailed one, and there was another one. Great shooting on display here from Rosie Fashlovic. And now they take a 1-point lead. High post entry was good. Got to get players there against the 2-3 zone.
Absolutely.
There it is again. A loose pass, though. Jarry somehow gathered it. Single digits now on the shot clock for the Sabres. They go to a 3-point shot.
Good
Couldn't
rebound.
go. And it was Alabadish with a strong board and the finish on the left. So Dandenong just having a little bit of trouble against this zone. They get it to the top. Gilliam hasn't quite been able to find the mark, and she'll go to the free throw line, though, looking to get going. Substitutions for both teams. Anstey, Clydesdale, and a timeout.
Timeout.
There's the one we were looking for Coach John White. How have you seen the NBL1 so far, Kiara? It's flown by this season.
It absolutely has, and I remember I've been overseas for a while, so coming back and just...
So we just got blown off the court by the speakers.
Me.
They clearly weren't enjoying what you were saying, but I am. Continue.
Yeah, just coming back, the season's almost over, so it's just... I don't know where the time has gone, it's just flown by, but finals time, I think it's an exciting time for everybody. Some teams I'm very surprised aren't in the playoffs, but you know, it's just how it goes, I think. But yeah, it's just definitely flown by and it's been great. NBL1 coverage has just been phenomenal this year with Instagram and interviews, and it's just been really, really great.
And every game available online on YouTube as well.
It's great promotion. So
Geelong and Bendigo, they've been the two teams to beat Knox, also very, very good so far this season. It is the Rangers that slip in at 4th. Kilsyth, Nunawading, Ringwood, Eltham round out the top 8. The Sabres, a little bit of work to do. Finals maybe out of the question from this point onwards, but still plenty of pride to play for out there, and they're putting up a good contest here. They're in the lead by a point, but it's Gilliam at the line for the Rangers. First is good, and now we'll look to put Dandenong back in the lead. And she does exactly that.
they're in a full court trap.
Did really well to navigate it, and Phillips back out there on the floor. Still sitting in this zone. Todd Hunter. Fashlovic was so solid in there. Maybe got away with a double dribble. They can kick to the other wing. Gilliam is wide open, and that is not the pass that was intended. It almost came off. Clydesdale having a little laugh to herself. Phillips probably would have thought about pulling up there. Instead gets it over to Hill, and it does everything but drop.
That was a good look too.
Clydesdale hesitated. Anstey. Handoff. And now we'll set the pick. Pull up from Gilliam is short. Great job from Anstey, but Phillips, maybe somebody comes up with it. They eventually do. And now Jarry running the fast break. Good defense from Fashlovic. Played very smart. You could tell Jarry was looking for the contact, and Fashlovic got out of there very quickly.
Playing smart D tonight, I think, by Rosie.
31-30. It's the home team, the Dandenong Rangers, who have the lead. About a minute and a half to play in this first half. Anstey on the wing, Clydesdale. Pick will come. And they ran into each other. Samara Hill and Alabadish ran into each other. Didn't realise that they were there. Each other was there, and it was a wide open layup for Clydesdale. Phillips open on the wing. Splash, surely. The way she's been shooting, not quite, and I think that's going to be, I was going to say Dandenong ball, but clearly it wasn't.
Yep.
Substitution in for the Rangers.
So Planeta had a very short break. She's back into the game. Out goes Hanathan. Sorry, no, Gilliam steps out.
Yeah,
Hanathan
Gilliam,
moves
yep.
up to the guard spot. Jerry was open. They couldn't get it to her. Phillips again. Got the ball on a string. Little
Oh.
hezzy. That was a sweet move. Planeta did enough to challenge it. Anstey probably lucky to get away with a little high
Yeah,
fend
just
off.
just a little bit.
It looked bad. I don't think there was a whole lot of contact, but it
No.
looked bad. Fashlovich. Another one. Why
Oh,
not?
okay.
She's burying them at will out here. 3 triples, and she's up to 9 points. And now the Rangers are back out by 6. Planeta guarding the right hand of Phillips.
Good
Hill
shot.
buries 3 back the other way, so back and forth. This game has turned up a notch. 2 for 1 probably not on now. So they may look to hold for what will be close to the last possession of the first half. Clydesdale,
Jeremy for 3. Oh, rebound.
not quite, and no, so the Sabres will end up with the last possession. Inside single digits in the first half. Todd Hunter wants the pick. They got to get on with it. Badish was slow to get there. What are they going to do? Todd Hunter just throws up a prayer. It never looked likely, and that is one half of basketball in the books. It's the Dandenong Rangers. They lead 36-33, and before we have a quick break here, how have you seen that first half of basketball?
Very impressed. I think, like I said in the first quarter, there's been some good moments and some bad moments on both sides. So I think this second half, I think Sandringham need to capitalise on their defence and, you know, finishing a little more. But, I mean, given that they've had a great first half, they'll be fine in the second.
Both teams have had pretty good looks in late, and Rachel Jarry still just chatting to the referees. She does that a little bit. Clearly not happy with some of the treatment that she
Yeah.
has received. But 36-33, the Rangers lead. Colleen Planey, she has 14 points. She's been terrific and has really dominated down low. Fashlovich with 9 points, Clydesdale with 9, and Gilliam with 4. Only 4 scorers for the Dandenong Rangers. Over on the other side of the ball game, Jarry, she has 6 points and 5 rebounds, all 6 in that second quarter. Ella Badish 4 and 4. And off the bench, Tanea Phillips 7 points, 3 rebounds. Solid showing.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Could do better.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I'm going to be hard on her. So
And on
she can do way better.
On that note, we will take a short break before we come back with the second half of basketball here from the Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Hello and welcome back to Dandenong Basketball Stadium. And it is the Rangers up against the Sabres, an NBL1 double header. And we're halfway through this one, the women's game, and it is the home team, the Rangers. They lead 36-33. I'm joined by Kiara Phillips. And first half of action, you're on the Sabres to win before the game. You're still confident?
Yep, still going to stick with them. Coming out this second half, they need to be awake and capitalize on the offense and defensive end, getting stopped. So, yep, I'm still sticking with Sandringham.
I like it, I like it. If you missed the stats before we had a short break at the half-time, well then, Colleen Planeta, she leads the way. She's got 14 points for Dandenong and been way too good inside the paint. Been a real focal point, been very tough to stop. Amy Clydesdale has 9, Vaslovich has 9 with 5 rebounds. Yet to have a point off the bench, Dandenong, so relying heavily on their starters at this point. For the Sabres, Rachel Jarry, she has 6 points, 5 rebounds. All 6 of those were in the second quarter, but leading the way is Tanea Phillips. 7 points.
How exciting. We'll have a great second half, hopefully, from Sandringham.
And multi-talented. After this game, she's off to play trumpet in a band. She just does a bit of everything.
Yeah, she sure does. Love my sister, so...
So we are about a minute away from the restart of this game. If you're interested to know what's been happening around the grounds, Centre of Excellence are playing the Frankston Blues, and it is the Frankston Blues who lead halftime 43-35 in that game. And at the moment for Frankston, it is Sharisha Richards who has 14 points and 4 rebounds. Very strong there. Geelong, they lead Ballarat 42-37 at halftime. Early in the first quarter between Kilsyth and Knox, it's fairly tight. The Cobras with a 1-point lead. So it will be a Sabres ball to restart the second half. Amy O'Neill out there inbounding. She's been very good so far in this game. Amelia Todd Hunter in the backcourt, also solid. And Phillips starting the second half, despite not starting the game. And Clydesdale and Planeta, no surprise that they're both out there. And Isabel Anstey getting the run. Her dad just sits over our shoulder and perched up there and is watching. So he's Todd Hunter. Nice hesitation, step back.
And
No
rebound.
good. And
Good job,
Rachel Jarry, she's everywhere on the boards. O'Neill somehow got it up, but never looked likely. Tough job getting it over there. Long hands of Isabel Anstey. So out of the zone at the moment, the Sabres. We saw both teams go to a 2-3 zone a lot in that first half. Sabres out of it here for this first possession. Defense has been good. Anstey for 3.
Whoops.
Not quite. And Amelia Todd Hunter will come back the other way. Phillips down to Jarry. Back to Phillips. Hard dribble. Right hand finish was a little bit off and just came up a little bit proppy. He's running it out at the moment. Looks to be okay.
She better be okay. She better be.
Just held your breath for just a little second there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Went quiet for a bit, but that's okay.
She looks to be fine. Planeta.
Good D.
Vaslovich, she'll shoot that. And there's a
Ooh,
hard
gosh.
foul, and it's going to go against Planeta. And they're both just having a little bit of a chance to rest as they slowly pick themselves up on the floor. I didn't quite see what happened on that play, but
I didn't either. I just heard a thump.
the foul, they've been battling on the inside all game long. The foul is on Colleen Planeta. So it will be Southern Sabres ball.
I didn't even see what happened. Did you see it all?
I was checking whether the shot went in. There's good reason why they've got 3 referees right there.
Right.
Between the two of
Different
us,
angles.
we couldn't see what happened. It was directly in front of us as well. That's why
Yeah.
the third referee was the one who spotted it, I'm sure. Ball on the wing.
Nice.
Great seal in the paint
Great seal.
from Alabadish. You see a lot of junior players and some players who are not used to playing in the post. When they get that baseline screen, they tend to come out and catch it in the
Yep.
mid-post area.
Yep, right.
Badish really smart just to stop and prop and get it, because
Yep.
that's where you want the ball.
Right, exactly.
Easiest spot to finish from. Pick and roll at the top. is Clydesdale. She'll just shoot the three. Not quite again, battling on the paint this time. It was Fashlovic and Jarry. Todd Hunter, great job managing to get the pass off while on the ground. O'Neill probably had an open shot there, went against it. Jarry in the paint, still in the paint. Eventually got it out to Phillips, let that thing go.
Ooh.
And it was a little too strong. Bit too much gym during the week, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Arms day. Planeta had the mismatch on O'Neill. She still got it. Planeta back down, please. And she gets pinged for a travel. And it happens a lot at all levels. The takeoff gets called for lifting up that foot before putting the ball down on the floor.
Yep, I think it's that anticipation. You know you can blow past your player. Or
a little too excited.
Yeah, a little too excited. So can't blame her on that play.
So we've played 2.5 minutes in this third quarter and just 2 points have been scored. So 36-35, it was 36-33 at half time. Here's Jarry. Good defense from Anstey. Good show from Anstey. Maybe a little bit of a hook. Jarry couldn't get the floater to go, and Fashlovic just dropped Rachel Jarry, and Jarry not happy with it. This could get out of hand.
Yep, unfortunately. Oh, good block.
Anstey fighting, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Jarry again with the aggressive throw to the referee. She's got to be careful, towing the line at the moment. So it'll be Planeta to inbound the ball. Maybe a moving screen. Fashlovic just stuck her hip out, but it's Jarry that comes away with a good catch from Todd Hunter. That was tough, coming over her shoulder. O'Neill.
Here we go.
And you called it, and maybe just put the mocker on her a little bit. It was wide open.
Wide open.
I was about to say the same thing though, so I can't blame you. That was the open shot for Rachel Jarry. Couldn't get it to go. Anstey trying to get the ball in the block. Fashlovic just rises up and she's hurt. So Fashlovic is down. She buried the shot and it's an ankle, I think.
Yep, I think it's an ankle.
And it's the two-step closeout. And I think it was a Zaza Pachulia style closeout. Not saying that it was malicious intent or anything like that, but an ankle to Fashlovic.
A bit in pain here.
She's in serious pain at the moment. And Chris Anstey just having a few words to the referee, not happy with the fact that it was the two-step closeout and no foul was called. So just being tended to now by Coach John White, and I think this might be a little bit of a delay, and geez, tough to see. Never like seeing injuries. It's been something that's sadly been prevalent in the NBA Finals. If anybody's been watching those, and Rosie Fashlovic, 12.7 rebounds, so she's been a star. 4 from 4 from deep. Would you believe it? Been burying them from everywhere, but at the moment she's in a serious bit of pain. And just trying to catch her breath at the moment. So they'll take some time before they start to move her. And it was the first points for the quarter for Dandenong, so really important basket. Just it kind of saps any of the energy that they were going to get out of it. 39-35 they lead. An ankle injury. Sadly, the basketball players common. I don't know, have you ever had that happen to you on the closeout?
Yeah, oh, not on the, I've had a knee injury from that. I've done my remedial, so I definitely know the feeling, but it's never an easy thing when you're shooting a three-pointer and somebody closes you out, you lose your footing, or it's just dangerous. So I hope she's okay.
Can speak from experience. The ankle on the closeout, very, very painful.
Very, very painful.
So she's going to go straight to the locker room.
She was doing so well too. I think she had about 4 threes for the game.
4 threes, 12 points.
On fire.
7 rebounds and struggling to put any weight onto that right foot. So sorry scenes there, and hopefully nothing too serious, but by the pain that she was in.
It was just a
Doesn't look
closeout, was it, on the 3?
I believe it was just a closeout and on the landing.
Okay.
And it looked, by the way that she was clutching her ankle, that it was an ankle injury.
Okay, yep.
Of course, can't guarantee. No, I'm not a doctor, so I can't
Yeah,
tell you
fair
that
enough.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it looked like an ankle, and I think it was on the closeout on the landing.
Okay.
So we'll restart the game, and it's going to be interesting. Always interesting to see how teams respond to this.
Absolutely.
Both the team who the player's injury, and a great steal, right hand layup, and a good finish.
steal.
Fantastic work from Hanafin. And Dandenong now up by 6 and can push in front with another stop and a score here. Here's Jarry. And great give and go, but an excellent block from Planeta, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Anstey for the swing of the hands.
Oh, interesting. I think the refs are going to be on their cases a little bit. It's just getting, not out of hand, but it's getting a bit dirty
It's
now.
leaning
so
that way. You're thinking that it may get to that stage by some of the, especially on the rebound, some of the tussling that's been going on.
Oh,
and there's
God.
another one called on Anstey.
Oh, God.
And it was Cassie Hill who took the shot.
Oh, that one was a tough one.
And straight in the face by the looks of things. That'll wake you up.
Oh,
Well, it's all happening out here at
it
the
is.
moment. We're not a whole lot of play going on, but plenty happening, that is for sure.
yep. A bit speechless, I think. I don't know about you, but I am a little bit.
As much, I should be speechless because I talk far too often, but there we go, reverse layup
Nice
from-
finish.
from Amy O'Neill. The players out on the court doing their very best to make me be quiet. And a turnover from
turnover.
Dandenong. So 41-37. 5.5 left in the third quarter, and it is the Dandenong Rangers who have the lead. And Chris Anstey walking down and having words to the referee supervisors, I believe, as he walks down the stands.
He's not very happy, it
They-
looks like.
They don't have a whole lot for him. Badish with the 2, and it was good,
nice.
so we're back to a 2-point ball game. Here's Planeta. She will look to be aggressive. Hasn't scored yet in this second half. Anstey looking for Planeta. They eventually get it down to her. Double teamed immediately. Or maybe got away with a double dribble.
I think that she just did. Oh, my goodness.
And it's just a strange few minutes of this game so far. Jarry for 3 looks good out of the hand, but couldn't quite go, and Planeta with the rebound. So 4.5. Double pick comes at the top. Clydesdale Planeta got the mismatch.
Oh, good.
Fantastic hands
Whoops.
from Amelia Todd-Hunter. Here's O'Neill. Good defense from Clydesdale. And another player goes down. They pick themselves up. They're okay. I'm getting worried now.
Yeah, me too. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. Oh, my gosh.
Here's Jarry. She's going to look to go one out. And there's a fend off there. That's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
And Jarry has no issues with it as she heads back up. And lower. Poa, I apologise, to come on. Off goes Hanafin. In comes Phillips for the Sabres. And that injury
Sabres number 11, Tanea Phillips checks into the game. Rangers
to Fashlovich is also going to test the Dandenong Rangers bench because they've only got now 2 players on the bench.
Yeah, I was just seeing that. 7 players altogether, so.
And one of those players is McBean, who's only featured for 2 minutes so far in this game. So
Yep.
down the stretch, keep an eye on that. Clydesdale, Planeta both already played at least 22.5 minutes as well. They're looking for Planeta. Phillips guarding her in the low block. Tough fall away jump shot. Surely
Loves
not.
that fall away.
So hard to guard. And Colleen Planeta finally on the board here in this third quarter. She's up to 16 now for the game. Wide open and just
You gotta
always a
finish
flat.
that.
3-on-1. Can
Oops.
they get it to go? No. 4-point ball game.
Ooh.
That almost a carry. She may
I
have.
think so. Gosh.
Todd Hunter couldn't finish it. Anstey gets the rebound with her head, rips it out, and just a bit of a lazy pass. And
Very lazy.
Power just everywhere on the ground there, and it's eventually going to be a foul. Maybe they pulled something out. I'm not sure where exactly it came from. It's going to be on Rachel Jarry, and that is her third personal, so something else to keep an eye on in this game. And the floor wipers getting their 15 seconds of fame out here on the floor. With the big freeze socks as well, I like it. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's going the way of Dandenong. They'll need to make use of these because they are down to just 7 players. We're yet to see Rosie Fashlovich. She went down with an ankle injury, had 12 points and 7 rebounds up until that point, 4 of 4 from deep. And it looked like an ankle on the closeout after she buried a 3. 3:10 here left to play, Kiara, in the third quarter.
Yep.
And who do you think's got the momentum at the moment? It's really a tough game to kind of gauge at this stage.
It's
Still speechless.
yeah. I really don't know at this point. Dandenong are doing okay, but so is Sandringham. I'm not sure. There's a lot of things happening, so everybody's on the ground. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around everything, but yeah, there's a lot of plays where they're just not capitalizing on the scoring end. But again, defensively, there's a lot of rough contact happening. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll see in the next 3 minutes leading into the fourth what this ball game's going to look like. But it's a little up and down right now, a bit messy. So
I like it. Sitting on the fence, and there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, right.
Well, a bit the same at the moment. 4-point ball game. The range is down to just 7 players. That is an interesting pass. Anstey came up with it. Lefty 3 is good. Big shot out of the timeout from Taylor Gilliam. The court announcer likes it here at the Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Inside 3 minutes, and there's a wide open shot. She missed the last one, Alabatic.
Yep, I was hoping she finished that one. They need that.
Back to a 5-point ball game. So now into the zone for the Sabres. Clydesdale hesitates, gets over to Planeta, guarded by Phillips. Oh, got caught by the pass fake. Fall away jumper, surely not again.
Good rebound.
Not quite, and it was a good challenge from Phillips, and the rebound came up for Glennie.
Oh, look at it.
Or backdoor cut was open, and that was not quite the pass. They're going to end up with the ball anyway. And
A
it
little
was
late on that one, but that's all right.
In for the Dandenong Rangers, number 22, Ash McBean.
so McBean onto the floor, has played just 2 minutes, but is needed out there because at the moment they have just 7 players. Fashlovich still in the locker room, yet to surface after going down with that ankle injury. And there's another player on the floor. Badish again with the jumper.
Nice, loving that short corner. If I'm not mistaken, McBean played at Eltham in her junior career. I remember playing her at some point and doing Vic Metro and ECC with her. So she's a great add to Dandenong.
And a nice humble brag from you. I like it. As we
Just
see.
a little bit, but I do remember.
Hey, if I could say that, I'd be dropping it on air as well. As Amy Clydesdale banks in the 2. Sadly, never quite reached that stage. Better with the microphone than with the ball in hand, I think.
Oh, gosh. We all got different talents. It's okay.
A minute and a half left in the third. Clydesdale had time, couldn't quite bury it. Planeta the offensive rebound. Double screen at the top.
Oop.
Gilliam. The pass was on to McBean, but couldn't quite get it there. O'Neill, great job navigating her way down the court, guarded by Planeta. Good luck.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's perfectly put. Whoopsie daisy indeed.
Yeah.
It was a bit too strong. It was one of those ones where I wasn't sure if she's going for the backboard
Yep.
or just going straight for the rim, and I think she got a little bit confused herself and was a bit too strong on it. Clydesdale had to look there. Probably could have stopped, popped, and caught that ball from Planeta. 4 seconds left. McBean got to get a shot up. Goes to the fadeaway jumper, and
we go.
McBean has hardly been on the court,
Nice.
but is on the board, and now a 7-point margin from the Rangers, one of the biggest of the game. Badish kicks to the wing. There's Glennie. Good hands from Clydesdale. Eventually gets to Phillips. The left
Nice
hand
tee.
is sweet.
Good finish.
And Tanea Phillips playing very well out here, up to 9 points off the bench. 7-6. Poa for 3.
Yes.
Got it.
Good shot.
Big shot and a big way to end the third quarter. An eventful third quarter, that is for sure.
Very.
The scoreboard reads 53-45 the way of the Dandenong Rangers. And you've had some time now just to gather yourself after some incredible events out there on the floor. Kiara, how have you seen that third quarter? It was an eventful one, that was for sure.
It was for sure, but I think Dandenong are doing a great job. Even though they've got 2 on the bench, I think leading into this fourth, I think Sandringham need to regroup and come out strong. The favour is in Dandenong's hands, I think, at this point. You asked me that question earlier, and I think it's in favour of Dandenong, although I would love to see Sandringham pull a W out today, but yeah, I think it's in Dandenong's hands right now.
If Sandringham are going to come back 8 points down at the moment, who is the player that's going to break this game open? And you can say your twin sister, because at the moment, for me, she's looking like the one at the moment. Can create her own shot.
Yep, I think...
offensive firepower.
Yeah, T's doing a great job. Rachel Jerry's been what's her stats looking like?
6 points, 8 rebounds at the moment, so didn't score in that third quarter.
Yeah, right. I think the fourth quarter, if Jerry and a couple of their starters, Mills, even Amy O'Neill, if they can get the ball in their hands and get a few easy baskets, and obviously T's doing a great job, so just need a collective effort from the team, I think. You know, they've got plenty of girls on the bench compared to Dandenong, but...
If you are Andrew Potter, the coach of the Sabres, do you go to a full court press or something to try and fasten up Dandenong and potentially get them out of breath, look to push the ball at every occasion because they've only got 2 on the bench, or do you just continue to play your style of basketball?
I would quicken them up, just given that they've only got 2 people on the bench as well. They've got a full squad, Sandringham, so easy subs, quick subs, get the game rolling, and obviously if they want to do that, they can, but whether he makes that decision or not, I'm not sure how he's going to coach this last quarter, but that's what I would be doing, getting them tired and running them on E, basically.
I like it. I'm there with you.
Yep.
As the Sabres restart this final quarter, they trail by 8. Plenty to do in a low-scoring defensive grind at the moment. Ball down low, O'Neill in the low block. We haven't seen that all game.
Good block.
Somehow comes up with the rebound. Another good find of Badish. Probably could have gone up. Ball hasn't hit the ring. Hill for 3. And it did everything but drop. So down low they go. Back to McBean in the block. Poa, great take. Couldn't finish. Fought for the rebound. But now it's Amy O'Neill back the other way. Low block and 3 seconds in the key. Some good defense from Gillian.
Yeah, good D, but Sandringham need to see that a little earlier. There was definitely a mismatch in the paint, but they got called for that 3 seconds.
One of those ones where Jerry didn't really want to give up the seal that she had. Double comes immediately on Planeta, and that is a huge foul.
A little bit of a nudge there, I think.
And that is Jerry's 4th personal. So she's 1 foul away from being out of this game, and with 9 minutes to play in the 4th, it could play a big factor down the stretch. Keep an eye on her and the way she plays defense for the rest of this game. Planeta open, gave it up when she probably didn't have to.
Whoops.
Loose ball, Poa up with it now, shoots the jumper.
Good box.
Yeah, great box out from Rachel Jarry. Phillips will shoot that thing.
Yes, good find.
But
Great
probably
job.
the team play and it worked out well. So 6-point ball game, first points of the final quarter. fadeaway jumper. No surprises there, and it's just so hard to guard. She's done it 3 or 4 times already in this game. One dribble to the left, turn back to the right, fadeaway Jay.
Yep, consistently every game. I think I've commentated her fadeaway shot. So teams need. Oh, nice shot, T. Teams need to recognize that.
Just such a tough shot to guard, Planey, because she does have the step through in her arsenal as well.
Yep.
Gilliam
and the height.
Gilliam has to look to the basket. There is the step through, but got squashed. Power. Line drive 3 and buries it. And it's out to a 9-point ball game. The biggest lead of the game so far. And again, a little bit of misunderstanding on the backdoor cut from the Sabres. Hannafin in for Poa. Poa buries the 3 and gets subbed off. A bit like the AFL, you kick a goal, you get out of there. Amy O'Neill with the little hesitation. She sold about everybody in the arena the other way and finished on the reverse. Gilliam this way, that way. McBean, that always looks short.
Whoops. Keep saying whoops, but I don't know what's going to happen next.
Oh, Phillips thought about it with the hesitation. Screen will come now. There's the slip, but it wasn't to the screener, it was to Jarry, who missed. 7-point lead the way of Dandenong. 7 minutes to go. Here's McBean. Hesitates. Wants the shot.
Okay.
And good offense from McBean. Didn't get much opportunity in the first half. The injury to Fashlovic means that she's out here, but she's playing very well. 4 points and looking good in the low block. O'Neill posting up Planeta. And that's going to be Sabres ball as we see Todd Hunter and Anstey into the game. O'Neill out, as is McBean. 2 players that were playing pretty well. Surprising.
Yeah,
Both going to the bench. Phillips in the low block on Anstey. Little fader, too good. Tanea Phillips playing very well here in this game and has been the offensive spark for the Sabres so far in this 4th quarter. Anstey thought about the pass, didn't go for it. Eventually gets it off. Now to Clydesdale, back to Anstey. Good hesitation, but there's that travel we spoke about earlier.
Yep.
It's an epidemic out here.
Yep. Anticipating that play a little too much, or overthinking. That's the word.
So this game just on a knife's edge at the moment. The Sabres unable to really drag Dandenong back. The Rangers just holding them at arm's length at the moment. 7-point margin. Who is going to take the next punch?
Oh!
And that was a good pass, but Jarry couldn't reel it in. Right idea. It was on. And the Rangers will take it back. A reminder that Rachel Jarry is playing with 4 fouls out here at the moment. Here's Planeta, shoots the J.
Rebound.
Good out of the hand, but a good rebound from Badish. Jarry back the other direction. Feeling it, Phillips.
Yes.
Got a hit. All 3 of them. Count them up, 1, 2, 3. Timeout on the floor. The Dandenong Rangers. It's Tanea Phillips. Buries the 3. She's on fire at the moment.
Yes.
And you taking responsibility for this
yes.
brilliant play?
Absolutely.
All those years of guarding her one-on-one.
Yep. We definitely have our different skills. She's more so the point guard. I'm the shooter, but tonight I think she's doing great. So
she's flipping the script a little bit at the moment.
A little bit, yep, and I'm not complaining. 4 points.
The Sabres right back into this game, 60-56. And we could have a very exciting finish on our hands here as we close out the first game of this doubleheader between Dandenong and the Southern Sabres. And the Sabres, Phillips up to 16 points. leading all comers for the Sabres. Badish 12 and 7. She's come on strong in this second half. For Dandenong, Planeta 18. She's just slowed a little bit in this second half, and then in this final quarter, they are sending a double her way. Fashlovic, if you're just joining us, Rosie Fashlovic had 12 points and 7 rebounds before going off the court injured. She buried a 3, got closed out, stepped underneath, and looked to go over her ankle. And Amy Clydesdale with 11 points. Isabel Ansky yet to score, but has 8 rebounds in 16 and a half minutes. As the Ricky Martin just spreads across the arena, and they're still blasting it. Not mad at it. Unashamed Ricky Martin fan over here. So
Oh, really?
Clydesdale to the rack, couldn't finish. We'll quickly move on to that before you ask too many questions.
Don't worry, I won't ask any. You're okay.
Out of bounds, and it is a Southern Sabres ball. I mean, how can you not love living La Vida Loca? Just quietly.
I mean, it is.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty good song, that one.
Back to the basketball. Badish here on the wing. Now with Phillips, feeling it. Has Planeta on her. Wants to give it to the mismatch. It was a smart decision.
Yes. Good finish, Jerry.
And Rachel Jarry on the board. First points for the half for her. Sorry, third and fourth points of the half for her. She's up to 10 for the game. Nice play ran from the Dandenong Rangers. Ansty just sticks up those Inspector Gadget arms, but couldn't quite reel it in. Jarry pulls up for the 3.
Oh, that looked like it was going in.
From our angle, it was straight on, just a little bit short. Todd Hunter gets it back. Jarry, Phillips, she's been the one creating at the moment. Gives off to Badish.
Yes.
And the corner jumper.
We got a tied game here.
We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down to the wire. The comeback from the Sabres, and it is Phillips leading the charge, doing a little bit of everything. Back-to-back assists for her. Ansty kicks to the wing. Maybe another one of those travels just there. Gets it back to Ansty. She shoots the long 3 on the wing. It's off again. Gilliam with the rebound. Got the shot up, and the whole stadium just stopped.
Yep, even I did. I don't know what that was going on. What was going on, excuse me.
Jarry gets the rebound, though, and we'll get the ball back. Phillips dribbles hard on the left, kicks to Badish, third assist in a row. Yes, it is, and a little fist pump from tonight, Phillips. And Alla Badish puts the Sabres into the lead, 62-60. What a turnaround for them.
Oh, yes. Great game to watch.
And the Rangers bench may be hurting them a little bit here, and there's a turnover from Ansty. Phillips, Todd Hunter, wing. Hesitation, Hill, back to Phillips, touch pass. Surely not.
Oh,
no,
gosh,
it would have been a great play. And that's going to be a foul on Todd Hunter.
Oh, man.
And a little bit sore getting up is Sanafin.
It was great ball movement by Sandringham, though. Just couldn't capitalise on the shot.
Gilliam steps out, as does Ansty. Poa into the game, as well as McBean, who's been solid in a limited minutes so far. So the Rangers, for the first time in a long time, playing from behind. Clydesdale needs to get active.
I totally agree.
Poa hesitates this way, that way, and just shoots the shot herself. No good. Planeta did a great job getting hands on the rebound, but McBean was out of bounds, and the Sabres will take it back. So the Sabres entered this game just 2-10. The Rangers 9-4, but it's the Sabres who have the lead at the moment, 62-60. Phillips been doing a bit of everything, maybe just shuffling her feet.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Isn't
like,
it?
oh my God.
An NBA-style travel, got away with it. And the foul is going to be on Todd Hunter, on Clydesdale. Todd Hunter with the take. And maybe a bit unlucky there, Amy Clydesdale.
Yeah. It's good to see former Ranger Amelia going up against Amy, former teammates together. So It's great to see them playing against each other tonight.
So Amelia Todhunter now with the chance to extend the lead. And she
Oh,
misses the first. 2:14 left in this ball game.
good job.
Second is good, 3 points now. And only 3 fouls so far called in this fourth quarter, so no teams anywhere near the bonus at this stage. Clydesdale, as we mentioned, has to be aggressive.
Yep, has to be. Here
And
we go.
is, and
yes,
there
great job.
it is. We called for it, and on cue,
1 point game.
Amy Clydesdale. 1 point ball game inside the final 2 minutes here at Dandenong Basketball Stadium. Phillips pushed up on by Poa. Todhunter, good defense.
Oh,
Great
she
hands.
knew that.
And there's a foul.
Last tip, Poa.
Great job
Contact, she'll go to the
from
line.
Colleen Planeta. Did a great job to get a hand in there, came up with the steal, heads up play, flicked it in front of Poa, who eventually gathered it in. And now she'll have the chance to push the Rangers back in front. As we see Rosie Fashlovich is back out onto the court on crutches. And ice on that right ankle. As we see,
Rangers in the lead.
Poa buries both and gives the Rangers back the lead. Sorry, no ice on that right foot for Fashlovich, but not putting any weight on it as she
Yeah.
came out on the crutches. So not great signs there. Back to this game. We're going down the wire. Oh, Phillips with a Kobe Bryant move.
Oh.
And she couldn't quite finish it. Free throw shooting, back her in to hit both here. Clutch free throws.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some
That's
serious
all we
fa-
practice with our father. Every single day, morning, night, during rain, outside, whatever we could do.
Had the basket at home.
Yep, basket at home, and then we'd go down to the park. So it's definitely in our blood.
Did you guys have a specific shot where, say, the ball rolled back to you, so you kept on shooting that kind of shot and you got good at it, or you only had the front on to shoot from? So
Yep, so we looked at the front of the ring. We were always told to, as soon as we see it, it'll go straight through the ring. So, I mean, we had our dad to rebound for us, so it was pretty cool. But, yeah, that's second nature to us. So, she finished both her free throws, so.
And gives the Sabres back the lead. I always had the left-hand corner was downhill,
Yep,
so the ball always came back to me. So
Fair
for a
enough.
while there, could only shoot that shot.
fair enough.
Ball down to Planeta in the low block, and that's a little bit too easy.
2 points, 1 minute to go.
And gives the Rangers back the lead, 66-65. We're inside the final minute. We were hoping this one would go down to the wire, and it is. Phillips, great spin, backdoor cut, but a
Oh,
block from
good block.
Clydesdale,
Good
and a
block.
huge rebound. It was a great move off the ball, but some great help defense. And this is a big possession for Dandenong. They want Planeta. It's a
Yes,
poor
T.
pass. Great steal from Phillips.
30 seconds.
There's a 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 1 point ball game. O'Neill passes in to Jarry. She couldn't get it to go.
gosh.
Gets her own rebound. Phillips for three. Couldn't get it to go either. Ball still loose.
gosh.
Todhunter now with it.
Oh, God.
2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Badish for the shot,
Yes!
and she
Oh
buried
my
the
God!
three. Ella Badish, the straight on triple. She's
Oh
been
my
shooting the
goodness!
ball so well. And she puts them up by 2. What a big basket, and the offensive rebounding was huge.
Yes, I think my heart is racing right now. What a game. 9 seconds left.
And Ella Badish comes up big. What a clutch shot from her. She's been nailing them from the short corner, but says, I'll take one from front on, and knocks it down. 9.7 now on the game clock. The Rangers 1 possession to either tie or win the game.
Yeah.
Who do you want the ball in the hands of?
Amy Clydesdale, obviously. Oh, gosh. Or they look into, oh, well, actually, no. I want Amy to have the ball. I
There you
think,
go.
Yep. And we're going to look into, I can never say her last name, Planeta. Is that it?
Planeta.
Yep. Those two players, I think, are crucial to have the ball in their hands. We'll see what happens, though. See what the coach draws up on the clipboard or whatever you want to call it. So
Ella Badish up to 19 points, 7 rebounds, and that was her only 3-point attempt for the entire game.
Bloody brilliant.
Perfect timing
Yeah,
from
perfect.
Ella Badish. Couldn't have asked for a more timely triple to take and make. But the ball advance now for Dandenong. They have 9.7 seconds, down by 2 points.
All
Let's
about defense.
see what's going to happen here. Poa, Clydesdale, Anstey, Planita, and Gilliam out on the floor. Here we go.
All about defense here. All about defense.
Game on the line.
All about defense.
And into a zone for the
Gosh.
Sabres.
Oh my
Huge
God.
call. Here's Clydesdale. Screen comes, hesitates. 3 for the win. Clydesdale got it!
Oh my God!
Huge shot from Amy Clydesdale. It was a 3.
Oh my God!
Or was it it was a 3. 69-68. Timeout on the floor. 0.9 left on the game clock.
Oh my God!
You wanted it in the hands of Amy Clydesdale,
Yeah.
and she got it.
Yeah.
She got the ball, came off the pick, hand in the face, and Amy Clydesdale buries the 3. And now the Sabres will have the ball advance. 0.9 on the clock, down by a point. Who do you go to?
On Sandringham, are you talking about? Yeah.
Sandringham. You've got the golden touch because you.
Yes.
And they're just running down the clock at the moment, so that 0.9 may
It's
change.
it's either Jerry, Tanea, or
Badish nailed that 3.
yeah,
Maybe.
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 It's either Jerry, T, or
Todd Hunter's out on the
Yeah.
floor.
No.
They've got shot makers.
yep. It's either Jerry or T. I'm sorry. I'm going to be your sister tonight, but it's either one of those two tonight. Sorry.
Let's see what the Sabres, they had time to draw something extra up, but they clearly got an inbounds play, but they won. What a shot from Amy Clydesdale. A huge 3 to give the Rangers a 1-point lead. What a game of basketball we've had tonight. And it is not over yet. 69-68 as they wind the clock down. 0.9 was what it was on.
I wonder what they're going to put it on. What was it?
Let's see what we're going to wind it down to.
1.1.
1.1.
Ooh.
So enough time to get a shot up. You don't have to rush it. Can catch and shoot. 69-68. 1.1. O'Neill with the inbound. She won't have time to get it back. Lob ball in. Badish gets it up.
Oh my God!
Ella Badish buries the right-hand hook
Oh
floater
my God!
and wins the game for
Oh
the
my
Southern
God!
Sabres.
Oh my God!
They've counted the points. And Ella Badish, who buried the 3 to put them up. Clydesdale hit a 3 back the other way. And
What a
Ella
game!
Badish
Oh my God!
comes up clutch.
What a game!
What a game of basketball indeed. Kiara Phillips, what a play.
Yeah! Oh my God! I told you Amy had to have the ball, and then it was either one of those 3 girls on Sandringham, but
It was
oh
a
my God.
tough pass as well. A risky pass to float the entry in, but they got it in. Badish, a great catch, got it up. Maybe that 0.2 of a second came in handy. And it is the Southern Sabres who get their 3rd win of the season away from home on the Dandenong Rangers floor, who were 9-4 entering this game, and Ella Badish came up clutch. Wow.
I'm speechless. Oh my God!
What an epic game of basketball.
Insane! That is amazing. Oh my goodness.
So Ella Badish hit the 3 to put them up by a point. So to put them up by 2 points. Back the other way, Amy Clydesdale hit a 3 to put the Rangers up by a point, and then Badish again. She finishes with 21 points on the night, 7 rebounds, a fantastic performance from her. And she led all scorers and came up big down the stretch. Phillips had 18, Rachel Jarry 10 and 12, a big double-double from her. For the Rangers, it was Planita with 20 and 5. Clydesdale 16 and 3, that big clutch 3, only 6 points off the bench. They had a tough time of it. But your thoughts on what was just an epic game, Kiara Phillips?
Insane. I think 3rd quarter was a little bit messy. We've seen a lot of players on the ground, and we were really unsure how to call the game, but I think heading into the fourth, Dandenong did have that momentum. But Sandringham pulled it out, and like I said at the start of the game, I was backing Sandringham tonight, so I think...
Got a little bit close. Were you worried at any
Yeah,
point?
I was, definitely. When they pushed that lead out, I think it was was it more than 8 points? I'm not...
Got out to 8 or 9
8 or
around that
9,
area.
yep. I was getting a bit nervous, but I had faith in my girls and my sister. She did pretty good tonight, so I'm happy about that.
She was very impressive. So what a game of basketball. 69-70. The Sabres come into Dandenong and take a victory. Kiara Phillips, thank you for joining me for this first game. You've got to do a runner.
Yes, I do, but thank you for having me.
No worries. And don't forget, though, you can join us for the second game. It is the Dandenong Rangers men will take on the Southern Sabres men. That is not too far away. Until then, we'll take a short break, and congratulations to the Southern Sabres in what was an absolute classic.